How do you bribe customs overseas? How do you bribe the police overseas? Well, I'm a former CIA officer. I'm going to tell you how I've had to do it and exactly how to do it. Heaven forbid you end up in the wrong place at the wrong time, or somebody just thinks you look like a spy and they're like,
yes, I'm gonna
roll up that person. Anyways, let's get to it. So, when you are, well, what do we want to start with? How to bribe the police overseas? I'll give you a very quick story of one time I had to do it. I'm overseas, somewhere, someplace, with somebody I'm with does something stupid. The police are surrounding us. And what you don't do is immediately whip out your gold and silver coins or your magic huge wad of cash, like you're a mafia don, and say, hey, what is this going to take me to get out of here? I'm going to bribe you. Don't do that. Even though they're corrupt cops, they don't want to hear that. So what you do is you say, oh, officer, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You play the dumb American, which I'm very good at, and you say, I bet there's a fine to pay. How do I pay that fine? Well, in my case, the officer said it's a $50 fine and you hand it to me right now. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, officer, I have got a boatload of money on right now and you could have taken me for every penny to get out of this. But I was like, oh my gosh, $50, that's such a lot of money. Okay, here, take it. And we were off the hook. We got out of Dodge and they didn't take us to jail because they were threatening to take us to jail before that. So the magic words are simply, officer, I bet there's a fine to pay. How do I pay that fine? I've trained thousands of students over the years since I left the CIA, and fortunately only a small fraction have had to use it, but that small fraction who have used it, it's gotten them out of jams, especially in Mexico. Don't go to Mexico, but a lot of my students who've gone to Mexico have had to use this to get out of a jam. So that's how you bribe the police. Now, what if you're going through customs, right? Maybe they pull you into secondary, maybe they're trying to, shake you down, and so I always carry gold and silver and cash on me, both American dollars, $100 bills, $20 bills, and of course the currency of the country I'm visiting, let's just say Germany or wherever you might be going, right? But I'm having gold and silver, especially these days when gold and silver, especially gold, is worth a heck of a lot. Well, you get there, they might ask you to empty your pockets, take everything out. You take out some of your gold coins, take out some of your silver coins, take out some of your cash, right? And what has happened, maybe it's not happened, is you put it all out and you're going in some rinky-dink country and they're not going to come out and say like, hey, it's going to cost you 2 gold coins to get out of this, or it's going to cost you that $100 bill to get out of this, right? Well, they start looking. So you'll be sitting there, maybe this is on the table, maybe somebody's on the table, the guy's questioning you saying like, are you really doing X or really doing Y? Just a shakedown again. And you're like, yes, I'm really an American businessman. Yes, I'm really going over because I'm trying to open up a new office for my company, or I'm going on vacation, or I'm meeting my in-laws who live in here, whatever the real thing is. And you'll notice the guy oftentimes look down. So he'll look down, I'm sorry, sir, could I go? And he'll be overstaring at your thing. And once you see him overstaring the gold coins, like say, listen, sir, like these gold coins, they were given to me as part of a work promotion. I don't even really need them. You could have them if you want. Now you're shaking your head right now
saying, Jason, that sounds so corny, that'll never work.
Guess what? It works. When you see them now, you don't like shovel them in there so you take it. You make up some excuse of like, well, listen, this was a gift from somebody I don't really like. I don't even need this. Like, would you like these gold coins? You can have them. I don't need them. I just want to make my plane, and I'm sorry for wasting your time, sir. Being overly polite. But that is literally how it works. And then sometimes you may have to part with a few gold coins, and guess what? Depending on what you're doing, especially if you're doing shady stuff you shouldn't be doing, you're gonna be grateful that you're only parting with a few gold coins and you get through customs and you do all that kind of stuff. Now I realize you're probably like, oh, I'm only going to Paris, I'm going somewhere, I'm not have to worry about that. Even if you're going to the world's safest place and you're not doing anything shady, still have gold, still have silver, still have cash, because you never know when you're gonna have to bribe the police, or you never know when you're gonna have to bribe customs, because it happens a heck of a lot more than you would thought. Also, today's sponsor are the people who I buy my gold and silver from. They're called Advantage Gold. They're awesome. I bought a lot of gold and silver from them. I vetted pretty much every gold company out there because there's so many shady, scammy gold companies. Met with the owner. These guys passed my tests. They've been great. They've taken good care of me and my friends and family. So if you want to get some gold, go to Advantage Gold. The website to go to is goldprotects.com. Again, goldprotects.com. Buy some gold and silver. That's a no-brainer in today's world. You got to have financial preparedness. So buy gold and silver and travel with it wherever you go.